All of these images stem from the Ultimate Edition SKU, which has new items uncovered behind each chapter. Chapters seem to be returning from Red Dead Redemption 2 and Bully. This image of the classic cheetah takes place at the Pegassi Residence's South Tower. A quick Google search led me to the apparently upcoming Lamborghini residences in Brickell, Miami. This is the only image that I could find of what the final project will be, and it seems to be the very same design. This is also supported by the fact that the South Tower implies a North Tower. We got Lamborghini towers in GTA 6 before real life. Skipping forward a little, here's Jason and Lucia's matching revolvers. My favorite detail here, besides their names engraved on the side, are the serial numbers. Lucia's gun has the serial number 291002, which is the release date of GTA Vice City, and Jason's has 311006, which was the release date of GTA Vice City Stories. And it would also make sense for Jason's gun to be the one that references Stories, as Vic Vance was also in the military. It's a nice connection, a lovely touch by all accounts. Here's Stronghold Ammunition. We've seen this brand before in artworks. Made in the USA. Inside this money on the side is a Bobcat Security die pack that says, "Die pack. Handle with care. Explosive." Jason's other gun is, to my very untrained eyes, some kind of Beretta M9. It says, well, his name, again, as well as Sua Sponte, which is Latin for "of their own accord." This motto has been associated with military in various ways. Why, here's one of them now, the Sua Sponte Foundation. This isn't related to GTA at all, it's just an example that I found. Lucia's gun is a close, seemingly based off a Glock 17 as implied by the name KL17G1. It features a lovely rosebud and her name in the Vice City styling. The grip also has a smaller, more subtle rose in the corner, as well as two hearts bound by an arrow or other inanimate rod. The $100 banknote seems to still have Red Dead Redemption 2's President Hardin featured on the bill. I'm almost certain we've seen this before, just in a lower resolution. Underneath is a hotel card. Maybe we'll be staying in a hotel when we get to Vice City. I'd personally like a system like Red Dead where you can rent a room in a select few places. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Plenty of marketing to go yet. These people are very hot, though that's not much of an overlooked detail. The back of Jason's Ultimate shirt says Ola, and this seems to be a lovely artwork of somewhere in Vice. This image of Jason's home shows us a slightly different angle to the one we've seen before. However, now we get a good look at this small dock, which I would imagine could be used to store a favorite boat. It's definitely the best way to use Jason's kayak if you buy the Ultimate Edition, but maybe this is implying that we can pick it up and move it around instead of just keeping it in the water all the time. It would be even better if you could attach it to your car and take it anywhere on the map. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I can't help but speculate. This new angle has granted us a look at this door, which we now know exists, as well as this secondary staircase back here. Now this is pod racing. There's no more blue tarp on the roof. Jason must have fixed those leaks. Side note, my nan, has exactly the same solid metal table and chairs in her garden, and I'm almost certain they were green at some point. In case you're wondering where this is, the Key Lento Marine Club here in the background helps place it pretty well. There's one thing in this image that I'd like you to focus on. No, not the bird. I mean the water droplets on the screen. The last time we saw this, believe it or not, was in the Xbox 360 version of Grand Theft Auto 4. This effect was also famously all over the 3D era games, but it was missing from GTA 5. It's nice to see it back, though I know some people don't like it. What can I say about this image except it's gorgeous? It's very Vice City. I'm not crazy about certain car customizations being limited to the Ultimate Edition, but I'll do a separate video talking about that. The metallic flakes on this are nice, and the wheel is also very snazzy. This is, of course, the Albany Manana. The car over here is the Karen Orient, and I'm not sure exactly what this guy is. Over on this wall you'll find Ride Out Customs graffitied very nicely. Can't wait to explore this interior. Sarah's Unisex Salon has a good amount of pictures on the wall, and you know how much I like pictures. The barbershops in GTA 5 weren't as bold with their images as they are here. Usually they're small images, reused from somewhere, some custom made, but here they seem to be showing off hairstyles loud and proud. As someone who loves more insignificant details, I'm so glad to be getting higher quality gubbins to look at. In this image and another Jason image, this poster can be seen on the wall featuring a couple kissing, and a horse. In the Jason image, if we turn up the brightness a bit, we can see that whatever this is, it's either a movie or a TV show. The only words I can make out are starring Matto. I'm almost certain this is Matto. Could this be a Dark Viper AU reference? That would be amazing, but then again, it could also say Matro. I'm going to choose to believe it's Matto until I'm proven wrong. It's a starring Matto and another first name, and then one shared last name, implying they're an item. The last name begins with M. In the background here, there are lots of different images of hairstyles. A few of them have dyed hair. I'm hoping this is something we can have ourselves. Unfortunately, it's too blurry to see anything specific. In the background of the Jason image, there's a board with what looks to be hand-drawn images. There's a drawing of some hearts, a drawing of an angel featuring Halo, and a flag of some kind. Looking forward to featuring it in a real Overlooked Details video later this year. In this image, we get our first look at the Vice City Police Buzzard, which surprised me quite a bit. It's strange to see a buzzard with a livery, but I'll get used to it. The police inside are actually dressed appropriately compared to previous games, so it's a great day for detail all around. Now we move on to Stock 305. And there's some good stuff here too. For example, this van is advertising, and will likely be used as a part of, the Stockyard Art Tours. I imagine similar to the Vinewood Star Tours, we'll be taken around an area, while an NPC exposits lore directly at us. And I, for one, couldn't be happier. In case you didn't figure it out, these are likely all cans of spray paint. This image of Lucia inside the store has some very neat oddities. Let's begin with the image behind her. It's an artwork featuring a building, likely in Vice City somewhere, with a big face on the front overlooking a basketball court. There's a car down here too. On the roof there's a pool and some lounges. It's a great piece of art. Say sorry, be Vice. On the counter there are lots of stickers, including a barcode that says buy more shit, D-Face, Sunny, this little guy, some lips sans the 106, a heart, this half skull with a million teeth, and this one says unlove, unlike, unforgive, what I believe says unfollow, and once again, D-Face, which I'm now thinking is pronounced deface. There's a couple others too, and they're also pretty nice. Lucia's nails in this image seem to be different per finger. Maybe nail customization isn't just by the hand. It may well be by the finger. Not much to say about this, though we can see the seal of the state of Leonida is integrated into the design of the building. And they didn't bother to clean up the sidewalk afterwards, the fucking lazy bastards. I suppose it's a vibe. Now for the exclusive Dominator buggy, featuring a number 6, that's never gonna get old, as well as some ads. The main one is for Wyman's World, which we'll get to later, as well as a few others. If I had to guess, which I do, this warehouse/garage is either a personal garage, which I doubt, a mud club property, or a fence. In fact, I guess it could be both of the last two. I noticed that this tower in the background has windows that we can see into, so it may have a very basic interior, much like the restaurant/bar at GTA 5's LSIA. Now for Electric Gang Tattoo, with the most GTA Online looking character I have ever seen. Alongside this massive neon sign, they also have a logo painted on the floor outside. The posters on the wall are interesting, and the interior is covered with them, but this is our most clear look at two of them. I'm having trouble reading this one, but I can make out a few words. Journey into something. Here it says another world. Something you free. Find us somewhere. The one underneath is easier to read. It depicts a hand holding and dropping a load of coins. Your fate is in our hands. You can trust us. And what looks like phase, possibly written with 2 Z's. The change you need. In the window there's an arcade machine that can be seen in another screenshot where we get to see the other side of the machine. This image has only a couple of things that only someone like me would find interesting, like the powder-free gloves, excellent fit for comfort, sensitivity, and safety, high anti-tear properties, and what I assume says beaded cuff for tear resistance. Single use only. Next to that is some star-branded cling wrap, with some very tasty watermelons on the box. I also noticed this small image of a woman underneath Lucia that looks to be an illustration. The tattoos visible here are merely a fraction of what we're going to get, and I especially like not only the alligator on Lucia's leg, but also the woman who is tonguing a skull-faced man on Jason. One-Eyed Willie's has only one real image, and there's some great detail here, like in the banners displayed above. In the background there's a picture of 4 different cars. The Hustler, what appears to be a Hermes. I believe this is the back of a Sabre GT, and I can't make out the image in the top right, and neither can you, don't lie. Next to this guy, there appears to be a mirror, and it's reflecting the whole room, as can be seen by the big green idiot mobile in the middle. And then there's this, and I bloody love this. I always smile seeing GTA's priced out font in-game, and to have it as a direct homage to Vice City is nicer still. This is Macca the Gator, not to be confused with Macca, he has the hard R at the end, of the Gurning Chimps. This is Macca, with an A. The Gator's drink in this image has a bird's foot hanging out in place of an umbrella, and the artwork on Lucia's shirt is reminiscent of GTA's timeless panel art style, and leads more towards Vice City's presentation. The embroidery on the hat looks great, and it appears to have some small imperfections as opposed to the print on the shirt, which is a nice detail. Here we also get to see another boat. The PTT location only has one image also, but it's still worth a look around. The gun has a sight on it that matches the color scheme of the gun. It's also got an Eris logo on it, which is weird because they make clothes. Perhaps this is a sticker that this guy put on. He looks like a fan of stickers. He also has a funny tattoo of a woman with her back to us, with the words dump truck spread across her ass cheeks. Wonderful. On the wall there's a crude drawing of a gun that says PTT. Maybe it's Pit, I'm not quite sure. However, they are the prominent gang here in this area. And a drawing of a bullet that says your name. Imagine it's your name, and then you'll get the joke. Behind this window there's another that says Poppin'. This guy is wearing an LS hat. That's for Los Santos. As also worn by the wonderful Lamar Davis. This lady has a Vice Beach graffiti shirt, which I quite like. And he's got a handsome Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force shirt. New episodes hopefully coming soon. This guy's shirt just makes me want skateboarding more. But I can at the very least say that this ramp is likely somewhere in the game. That's right, you just got 2 screenshots for the price of 1. Here's something I bet nobody noticed though. Look at these people. They're very close to each other, yes? Now take a look at their legs. Both of his feet are in front of both of hers, yet he's behind her. I'm certain that he was maybe added in after the image was taken. Perhaps this is an amalgam of 2 different shots at the same location. Maybe she's getting rendered in front of him, and this is just a weird graphical artifact. Maybe one of these would explain why he also doesn't cast a shadow. Very strange indeed. Maybe this game needs another delay. Lastly, for the Ultimate Edition images, we have Wyman's World. This is Wyman, by the way, a character first seen in the big GTA leaks, just don't tell Rockstar I said that. On his shoulder is a tattoo of the Vapid logo, and what appears to be a Vapid Ellie. Assuming this is some form of automotive engine, we can safely say that there's going to be a ridiculous amount of detail in these things. The rest of the images are cars. Nice looking cars at that, not much to say about them. They're in the game, including an older model of the Reatta. Great, I like that one. On the side of this fella here, there's a picture of a duck's face with the text Duck Super something. I want to guess charge. And that's it for those images. I hope there's something interesting there for you. But we're not done yet, as we still have a couple of vintage Vice City pack images. And I truly mean a couple. Don't get your hopes up. Interestingly, Lucia's nails in this image look nice, but the star applied to the pinky nail seems to be misaligned, with half a star on either side and a small black tip at the top. Less of a detail, more of a fun error. In multiple shots of the new car, there's a duffel bag full of money in the back, which may well always be in the backseat of the car. The bag is in a different position in this image, but I'm more interested in the money. The money has 2 very distinct designs on it, the first being a star in the style of an American flag, and the other seems to be the Statue of Happiness's crown. Ain't that something? And alright, that truly is it for now. Join me again soon, as I expect Trailer 3 is right around the corner, and that will have some proper good detail for us. I'm sure of it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and comment, as it really helps me out. It truly does. And while you're at it, join the Discord, goddammit. I also have merch out now, so feel free to purchase using the credit card of your parent or guardian. Keep it breezy. And the other thing, take it sleazy.